Hi everyone, this is Flora. Today I want to share about some suggestions when preparing for your interviews and doing your presentation for your previous project during your interview. First thing first is be personal and be yourself. I used to think that you have to be perfect or outstanding in order to be considered for your position, but I realized that most of the people in this world are just normal people like us. So the interviewers, they are probably also normal people, ordinary people like us, and they went through some of the similar things that we went through. So just be personal and be yourself. They are looking for people they can work with and they can relate to. So be yourself. I have an example. I did an interview previously with Mika. She got a product manager role at LinkedIn, and for one of her interview questions, she gave an example of her helping her dad improve some kind of process at home. She talked about her process and how she approached that and approached failures. That is not a very technical or professional answer, but that shows her qualifications and show her way of solving problems. So I think just be yourself. Do search for relevant or preferred skills for your particular role or in the industry. For example, for UI UX designer, user experience designer, empathy is a big word in their world. So search back in your previous experience or in your life if there's any chance that you empathize with other people, your teammates or your friends, and improve their life. That example may be used to prepare for your interview questions, your behavioral questions. The third one is a very common thing that I've seen. People tend to talk a lot about what they have done instead of what impact or value they have brought. So a lot of times when I do mock-up interviews with some of the other people, they tend to say those stories like a chronically ordered long novel. Really, your interviewers don't have that much time and bandwidth to comprehend that. So I would suggest that you prepare your story as short stories of, short instances in your life with an intention. By intention, I mean when you present your story, that story should present some of the values that you carry or some impact that you have brought. Think about it. When you're doing interview, you're basically selling yourself in a very limited time. So every minute that you're spending, you should express some kind of value so that they can consider you, especially if your role is very competitive. I would suggest you ask yourself some questions to decide whether you want to keep those information in your presentation or your interview, such as what is a major problem or a major conflict during your project or your teamwork, and then why is it important that they want someone like you to solve it. And third is most important, what you have done, what you have thought in order to improve or solve the problems. And that's very important because that is when you can show your value, you can show your character from what you have done and how you can handle yourself and improve those situations. So I strongly suggest you ask yourself these questions when you prepare your interview or prepare for your presentation. And then do practice a lot. I would suggest practice with a friend, especially a friend who doesn't have a background in that field so that they don't have any knowledge. Can you make your idea easy for them to understand? Oh, if you don't have a friend, I suggest you record yourself on your phone and try to see if you can tell your story in like 1 or 2 minutes in such an order, like what problem is that, why is it important, and then how did you solve the problem. If you can answer that questions, I think your story is enough. This is all I want to share today. If you like my content, please like or subscribe. That would be a big help. Thank you very much. Bye bye.